So I don't know if it's gonna be part of the video or not, but I was just thinking, I was just chilling, watching some streams, and yeah, this is gonna be, if it's in the video, whatever. A top three overrated units list, and I'm not talking like the most like, oh, name it Goku. He is skill gap based, and he can be seen as overrated or shit in some cases. Or LF Broly, that's like, oh, he's so good because if they swap, he does this much, this damage, boom, 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 Bardock buffs, boom, 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 relying on Bardock because he's pretty mediocre on his own. No, I'm talking units that everyone will think is super fucking great, fucking god tier, fucking Jesus Christ incarnate, and just nuts. And the first one that comes to my mind, I was watching some streams, like Android users, hybrid users, all this, just some Legend stream, just chilling out, just recorded both my videos, feeling pretty good. And everyone's talking about 18 is overhyped. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's an opinion. I believe it's true. 18 is overhyped as fuck. And this is not going to be the full video. This is going to be like just hot take real quick while I have it on my mind. But I'm thinking, who else is underhyped but overhyped? And then it comes to my head, oh, Vados. Vados is so broken and overhyped and underhyped. It's such a dilemma because you won't see anyone talk about her in like decent, like let's say 5k, 3k, 1k PvP. But you'll see like the top players be like, yeah, she's the most broken character in the game. So again, it's just, I'll go into more depth like as I, do the video, but the premise of this, because I'm just kind of spitballing here, is who is so great. They're great. It's not like they're shit. It's not the top 5 overrated video I made. It's who's overhyped. Like, you think, oh, if you see this character, you cannot bring this color. You see 18, you cannot bring a purple. Who is a character that's like that? I think I've come up with 2 other units for this list, but yeah, I feel like this is going to be a little controversial. Obviously, a lot of people are going to disagree, because if I attack their precious main Android team, they're like, no, 18 is the best character in the game, she is not overhyped. People are going to be pissy. It'd be like that. It is what it is. Personally, I don't main a damn team. I just use every team because I like using the teams. I like having Rival Universe. I like having God Key Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans. I don't like running them when they're broken because I want to actually earn my win, personally. But right now, Rival Universe is my favorite team. And a unit on that team is overhyped to fuck. And it's not Vados. It's not. It's someone else. Which is crazy because Vados is so much more broken. I don't know. I'm going to go into the list. You'll disagree. It is okay if you disagree. But yeah, I'm going to go into that list. And honestly, I can't wait to see the comments on that video. This is recorded the day before, so that'll be up, probably 7 p.m. the next day. I'm excited to do the rest of this list and actually explain why, because holy fuck, people overhype units that are really not that fucking good. Let's get into the video. Alright, so you saw that little intro clip. That was about, what, 12 hours ago? I don't know. Just kind of spitting some, I would say facts, but some information that I feel people deserve to know. Top 3 overrated units, right? So, I would say Android 18 is number 1. Kind of just went over it in the beginning, but we'll go over it later in this video. Well, this new clip, I would say, I guess, because technically it's part of the same video. It's just my rant about 18, which I must love my rants about her because holy shit, I do it every video because she's in every match. But number 3 and number 2, I would say number 2 is pretty controversial. Number 3 is, I think people will agree more than disagree, honestly. This character, and if you guys want to pause the video, guess who the hell you think it is, and then see if you're right or wrong, let me know who you think the overrated or overhyped, synonyms, same thing, characters are. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my list, who you think they are instead. I know this kind of overlaps with the overrated video, but I think being overhyped is a little different, just because when you think of overhyped, you're like, oh, this character is so fucking great, they have no weaknesses, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, that character's pretty good, really good even in the case, but they are not the best characters. People will disagree, people will agree, it just is what it is. It's a conversation, controversial one. If you agree or disagree, let me know why. But to get into number 3, Toppo. So people will say, Toppo, no. Toppo does everything. He's a jack of all trades. He's the best. He supports. He does damage. He locks in with his main, or his ultimate. His sub count goes down with his main. He increases your sub count with his blue card. No. Toppo is way too good. Toppo is fucking great. He is fantastic. I am not taking that away from Toppo. But Toppo has very severe weaknesses. Now, understand this. We're going to be rating it against the best characters. So, if you think, oh, well, Toppo has endurance. He's really good because he has endurance because you could tank a Rising Rush. Well, common sense indicates LF Gohan has a partner dead. He goes neutral. Gohan says goodbye because he nullifies endurance on, ultimate. Super Saiyan 3 Goku says hello, ultimate, goodbye, nullifies endurance on his ultimate. What does Toppo necessarily do in this meta that saves him? Nothing. Both of the strongest characters, by the way, that can be run together in the game, nullify endurance. And it's not like, oh, you're never going to see them nullify. No. Gohan will nullify your endurance. Even if he's fucking type disadvantage, Gohan does so much damage, he can nullify Toppo's endurance, I would say in 2 combos. 1 combo, full blast starts, Toppo is probably down to about 40% HP on his first bar. That's not even a joke. This star Toppo would be down to about 40% HP if a Gohan did 5 blast starts against him. Type advantage, by the way. Just Gohan's that busted. And people will say, okay, fine. Toppo can't tank that well, but he gets damage inflicted for his allies. Again, his ultimate locks in so you can catch Gohan and kill his ass. Let's go through that hypothetical in our heads here, right? So let's play it out. LF Gohan gets caught. He dies from the ultimate. Cool. You have Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Namek Goku. Both who can nullify endurance. And... oh, man. I'm just trying to think how this would play out. It just seems so fucking stupid. Both that can nullify endurance, and Toppo has to face up against them. Now, let's say you're running Rival Universe and maybe you got Bergamo and Hit. Well, Bergamo and Hit, okay, cool. Bergamo could tank, Super Saiyan 3 Goku's hits a little bit. Then you got Hit, who has type advantage, but Goku can go type neutral. It's just that the matchup is so luck-based for you versus your opponent, because you have to run a counter to LF Gohan, which is Toppo. You have to run a counter to Hit, or to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is Hit. Then you have to run a counter to Namek Goku, which would be Vados, let's say, right? Not all 3 of those can do what they need to do to kill their countered options, because Super Saiyan 3 can literally one-card Toppo if, let's say, you swap once or twice. Super Saiyan 3 Ultimate can one-card Toppo. You have to do so much more work with the Toppo in a Rival Universe team, which is his main team, than you have to do with, like, Super Saiyan 3, or against LF Gohan, who's type neutral. You have to do just too much. That's why I feel like Toppo is overhyped. Again, I think he's great. He has a lot of great stuff about him. Probably one of the better aged units that have come out, in the last 6 months he's come out, because he came Black Friday. Very fucking strong unit. But again, he just, in the meta that we currently exist in, he just can't do what he needs to do. He's nullified. He legitimately, every character that I just named nullifies him to an extent or another. It just isn't enough. He's just too fragile for such a good unit, which is ironic because he's one of the best tanks in the fucking game with how he supports and all that. Now, number 2, I said it would be controversial, right? Number 2 is Android 21. Now, people will say, my Android 21? She is not as good as I say or as good as I think? No, she's not. Don't get me wrong. She is a phenomenal support unit. She is one of the, best support units in the game. Has card draw speed so she can extend combos. Blue card is AoE, which isn't terrible. If you're up against more of a strike-based build, and they kind of like are waiting really long. You just blue card them when they do a strike guards, and then boom, you hit them instantly. They can't really do much. But her weaknesses are really, really big. Herself doesn't do a lot of damage. Sure, she lowers your health restore, I believe, with every card she does, or I think it's Strike or Blast Arts, whatever it is. She lowers your health restore, which is cool. That's great. It's just you don't really need to heal against her because you have such strong greens that exist, and even the reds that face her don't really care about her damage because she's just not good enough. And again, the greens in this game that exist right now, like Super 17, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Z7 Broly, are so defensive. Literally, all three of them have the, I'd say, top 10 defensive stats in this game. Those three green units that are meta viable, they're on the best teams in the game. Then you have this blue 21 here that's just here to combo extend. If I want to run a combo extender, I could run Android 18, the new one. I would say, honestly, at 14 stars, both compared equally, Android 18 far surpasses, can't speak, Android 21. Firstly, her being melee based easily makes Android 21 worse because Android 21 is obviously blast based. Android 18 drawing a green card on her main, which supplements yellow Android 18 to get strike arts. Android 18 Tournament of Power, drawing a new hand on the green card, lowering subcount on the main ability. And I believe getting the LF Broly effect. With each card used, she does more damage. And her blue card, I think, nullifies endurance, I'm not sure. She's just a better option. This Android 21 just ain't what she really ought to be. She's cool. She's really good support, but that's about it. You don't really see much more than her extending combo and supporting. But if you have, I can't even speak, if you have yellow 18, why do you need that one character that has 2 times card draw speed when you have 18 that can get up to fucking 5 times card draw speed or 4 times? You don't. She's just not necessary. I'd rather run a more strike-oriented build with Tournament of Power 18, so I have more strike arts for my yellow 18, who's obviously my one-hitter quitter type of unit that's gonna fuck everything up. So yeah, I would say Android 21 is number 2, and then number 1, we went over it, but yellow Zenkai 7 18. Again, don't even have her Zenkai 7 because I feel scummy having that bastard Zenkai 7. I can't even find her. I feel scummy having her Zenkai 7 if I had her. She can't take hits. Her Z abilities are great for her team on androids. People run her with Vados sometimes and Toppo, just so we can get that, well, so they could get that infinite healing type of thing going and have a tank with them. But she wants to be run on androids more than girls, more than anything. She just, herself, her damage is very good, right? More to Saiyans, which obviously is the best tag in the game, but just understand that Super Saiyan 3 Goku doesn't care. Again, one of the top defensive units in the game, and it's just, like Android 18's in, she might do half his health with a full combo, and you expect Android 18 to do like all of his health because she's so busted from the past experiences. But you have LF Gohan there, you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku there. Do you really have much to worry about? You have one of the best defensive units in the game, and then you have you have a character that can literally 2-card her because he's a red. That's it. Android 18, I feel like, is one of the most overhyped units in the game because her damage is very good, but that's all she has. And you could say that for LF Gohan, like, oh, his damage is very good, but that's all he has. Firstly, LF Gohan supports. Secondly, LF Gohan is higher stats, and does a lot more than just, I would say does a lot more than just damage. He just, I'm trying to get my train of thought going. He just does too much with his damage. It's like 18 does good damage, great damage, but she doesn't do too much to where you're like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna die. If you're running one of the best teams in the game, which is what we're comparing here, right? I don't know. I think she's overhyped personally. But let me know if you guys agree or disagree. And yeah, uh, give me your opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.